Okay, so hello and welcome to this video. Today we are going to discuss the solutions on the previous quiz we had. So first we have this beam. So this beam is supported by a pin connection and a roller, wherein there will be an overhang on both sides of the structural element beam. So first we are going to determine the ILD, or the influence line diagram, for the reaction at C, and then shear at 4 meters from A, and then moment at 4 meters from A, and then of course the reaction at B. So the procedure is just to apply unit loads that is transferring from one point to another, starting from the leftmost portion of the beam. So we could employ an equation for every section. So it might be that some equations will just be applicable for a certain segment only, but it's no longer applicable once your unit load transferred to another segment. So what I'm trying to point out is, of course, your unit load will start to have, or to exist, on the first segment AB. Okay, say this is the unit load 1, and that will be measured as X from the leftmost portion, because we start from left to right, and then we take summation moments at B in order to determine the reaction at C, because our concern for the first unknown is the reaction at C. So we denote an equation wherein we denote that by just left of B, and normally that is indicated by X from greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so X is greater than or equal to 0, or less than or equal to 2. Okay, so normally it is denoted by notation that this is wherein X is within 2 minus. So the minus sign here indicates that it is less than 2. So it covers from 0 to 2. It might be equal to 2, but not greater than 2. So it is 2 minus. That is indicating that your equation covers from A to B, and it is just left of B. So by taking moments at B, we have negative, this one, the 1 will have a counterclockwise, -1 times the distance. So the distance of 1 from B is actually this one, and this distance is 2 minus X. Okay, so 2 minus X. So -1 times 2 less X. And then we have this reaction at C that is also a counterclockwise. So that is -4 times RC is equal to 0. So if we transpose this to the other side, becomes positive. So we maintain this one, -2 plus, or we have to distribute this one, -2 plus x. So this now becomes positive for RC. So we divide both sides by 4. So I think we need to rearrange that, putting RC to the left side. So just interchange the sides. We have RC is equal to -2 plus x divided by 4. Okay, so RC will now be equal to, by distributive property of the denominator, so the first term is 1/2 or 2/4. So that is negative 1/2, or that is 0.5 plus x all over 4. So this is an equation applicable only from boundaries A to B, but not to exceed B. Okay, so we can now tabulate the and designate values for x and compute for the corresponding RC. So if we have an x is equal to 0, so this will now be equal to 0. So therefore, we will have a value of negative 0.5. So if we have a value of an equivalent of 2, okay, let us substitute it in here. We have negative 0.5 plus 2/4, and 2/4 is also 0.5. So negative 0.5 plus 0.5, your RC will be equal to 0. Okay, so I think your tabulation will just be limited to 0 and 2, because as I have said, this equation is only applicable for just left of B. Okay, so let us have another illustration here to indicate that your 1 will transfer to the segment B. Okay. So your 1 now will now be on segment BC, meaning your x will now exceed your B. So this is the time where your x will be just right of B. See, this is our x. So just the same, we will have to take moments at C in order to come up with, moment at B in order to come up with C. So we have here just right of B. So just right of B, again we perform this summation moments at B is equal to 0. So 1 will now have a positive rotation. So that will be 1 times, what is this distance? That is x minus 2. Okay, so x we deduct 2. So I think this is the distance. So we have that one to be equal to x minus 2. And then RC will have a counterclockwise moment, just the same, minus 4. RC is equal to 0. So next we transpose this, becomes positive. So this is the right side actually. I'll just transfer it to the left side. So for RC, so this will be maintained. So x minus 2. Solving for RC, we divide both sides by 4. We have x all over 4 minus 2 over 4 is actually 0.5. So this will now be our equation for an x that is greater than or equal to 0 up to x is less than or equal to 4. Okay, so that sorry, 6. So this equation just right of b applies to a range of x from 0 up to 6, and that is right of b, but less than c. I think if we are going to transfer 1 here, okay, there will be another set of equation for that because your distance here will change. Okay, so by and by you can see that one. So again, we are going to tabulate that one. We have x and the corresponding RC. Okay, so your x now will set to 2. Okay, by the way, this one is wherein x is 2 plus. So a while ago, we have x is equal to 2 minus. So now x will be equal to 2 plus. So with that, we should start with a value of 2. Okay. Anyway, so this is the range 2, x is 2 to 6. Okay, so if x is equal to 2, so 2 over 4 is 0.5 minus 0.5. So we will yield to a value of 0. So moving on, our next value would be, I think we should jump into just left of c. Okay, and just left of c, your value is equal to 6. Okay, so if your x is 6, 6 all over 4 minus 0.5, that will be equal to 1. Okay, so next, I think we have already consumed this equation up to x is equal to 6 only because the range is from 2 to 6, meaning from B to C. So to complete our segment, we need to transfer another unit load at segment C. Okay, say this is the beam. Okay, yeah, erase this one. So this time, your unit load is now on CD. Say this is our X. And then again, we take moments at B. Summation moments at B is equal to 0. So taking moments at B, we have this one. 1, the distance from A is also x minus 2. So therefore, we can apply the same equation as this. So see the difference, x minus 2 and x minus 2. So our perception a while ago, there will be a difference, but actually there will be no difference between the segments. So therefore, this equation just right of b will also be applied in CD. So we can use the same equation at BC, thereby this one is also adapted, and we could have this to be from 2 up to 7.5. So 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1.5, 7.5. So the limit could extend to 7.5, and it is just right of B. So I think we can continue this one, 2 to 6, and then from 6 up to x is equal to 7.5. So when x is 7.5, what will be the value of RC? RC will be 1.375. So we all gathered the corresponding RC per distance. So we are now ready to illustrate our influence line diagram. So let us have single line here, and then indicate the segments. First we have this segment, and then we measure 2, 4, and 1.5. So let us have the values. So when x is 0, we can see that we have here negative 0.5. Okay, when x is equal to 2, perhaps we can have a line there, or so this is negative 0.5, we have 0, and then we have x is greater than 2, so 2 plus, so 2, still we have 0 value for just left and just right of B, and then x is equal to 6, your value shall be equal to 1. Okay, and then when x is 7.5, we have RC equal to 1.375. So, and remember, your influence line should be in a straight line. Okay, so that is connecting your value. So it is a straight line, so it wouldn't be a curve here. Okay, so we now label this is 0.5, this is 1, and this is 1.375. 375. So this will be our influence line diagram for reaction at C. So that is how to do it by tabulation. Okay, so let us proceed to shear 4 meters from A. So as a matter of solution, we need to locate that point wherein your X or the shear is 4 meters from A. So this is actually the distance. Perhaps we can denote it by section AA, considering the left portion. And as usual, we'll just cut that portion and consider the left. And then label all the forces here. There will be a shear here, and of course horizontal force. So obviously there will be a no horizontal force there, and then of course the moment. Okay, so we are concerned with the shear, 4 meters from A. So basically this is also 2 meters to comply with that location. So as usual, we are going to have a unit load here. Say that is 1, measured from A as X. And we have also reaction at B. Okay, so that is reaction at B. So the next step is that we take note that the shear at this point, say I'll just indicate that by point O. So that is VO and this is MO. Okay, so if that is VOs just simply equal to summation forces along the vertical. We'll just have to stick with this rule. If we have an upwards that is denoted by positive and a downwards will now be denoted by a negative sign. So therefore VO will now be equal to 1, that is negative downwards, plus RB that is going upwards. So this will be our equation. And notice that your equation is dependent on the value of RB. So before we can tabulate VO here, we need to determine the equation for RB. And as we can see here in the beam, that there will be changing value for RB. Again, an equation for your unit load is within the left portion, and another equation wherein your unit load will be on the right portion of B. So I think we need to redraw another beam. Say this is your 1, measured from A at X distance. So this time we are concerned with your reaction at B, and of course as a solution we take moments at C in order to come up with that RB. So if we take moments at C, considering this uh, setup wherein 1 is still within AB, we will have -1, that is a counterclockwise moment. And what will be the distance of 1 from C? I think we have here 6. Okay, 6 minus x. So all in all, we have 6 here minus x. So notice that your 1, even though it will reach just right of C or just left of C, the distance 1 is still 6 minus x. However, once this 1 will exceed your C here, the distance of 1 from point C is no longer 6 minus x. So there will be two distinct equations here for just left of C and just right of C. So meaning this equation applies to x, which is greater than or equal to 0, but less than or equal to 6. So this is actually just left of C. So it's denoted by x, that is equal to 6 minus, okay, or less than 6. So all of the terms here will be less than 6, and that covers from A to C. So we have here -1 times 6 minus x. So your moment is at this point. Okay, so 6 minus x is the distance, and then plus 4 RB is equal to 0. So when we transfer this one to the other side, it will become positive. So 4 RB remains to be 4 RB, and then we have here 6 minus x, and then RB, therefore for just left of C, RB is equal to 6 all over 4 minus x all over 4. So RB could be also simplified to 1.5 minus x all over 4. Okay, so we can now tabulate the values. Say we have here x and the corresponding RB. Now when x is 0, your RB will be equal to 1.5. Okay, so this term will be now equal to 0. And then when your x is equal to 2, what will be your RB? 2 over 4 is actually 1/2. So 1.5 minus 0.5, that will be equal to 1. Okay, and then when x is the next value is 6, 2 plus 4, so that is 6. So when x is 6, 1.5 minus 6 all over 4, and 6 all over 4 is actually 1.5 also. Therefore, when x is equal to 6, your RB will be equal to 0. Okay, so I think we consumed this equation limited only to a distance of 6, because we cannot apply this equation when x is equal to 7.5. So let us have another equation for that. And as we can see here, your unit load will be within the boundary of CD, and that will be measured by the same x coming from A. So again, we take moments at C. So we will need this distance, of course, your distance of 1 from point C. And what is that distance? So if this is 6, that is x. Therefore, the remaining is, we just subtract x to 6. So that is x minus 6. So 1 will have a clockwise moment. So that is positive times the moment arm. Okay. Plus for RB, that is equal to 0. So we have for RB, we transpose this to the other side, becomes negative x plus 6. So dividing both sides by 4, we have RB is equal to negative x all over 4. Okay, plus 6 over 4. And 6 over 4 is 1.5. Okay. So to tabulate that one, this equation is applicable to x that is just right of C. Okay. And just right of C, the boundary is x is greater than or equal to 6. Okay. Up to x is less than or equal to 7.5. And that this is denoted by x, that is 6 plus. Okay, so 6 plus meaning 6 below will be neglected. We'll just be concerned with the 6 plus. So tabulating our x to its corresponding reaction at C. So let us try 6. So 6 over negative 6 over 4 is 1.5 plus 1.5. Still your RC is equal to 0, the same to this one. Okay. And if your x is 7.5, your RC will be equal to negative 0.375. Now with that we have all those values, let us now establish our diagram or ILD. So we have your 2, 4, and 1.5 segments. So your value for RB for x is equal to 0 is this one. X is equal to 0, RB is equal to 1.5. Say that is the point, and then when x is equal to 2, your value is equal to 1. Say this is the value, will come down. And then when x is equal to 6, just left of C, okay, just left of C, or 6 minus 6 will yield to a 0 value of RB. So x is equal to 6 is in here, so value is 0, just left of B, RC. And then just right of C, or 6 plus, your value of x is equal to 6, your RC is equal to 0, we have also 0 here. And then when x is equal to 7.5, your RC will be negative 0.375, and this will be connected by a straight line. Okay, so this will now be our influence line diagram for your reaction at B. So this is the influence line diagram for RB. And if we wanted to summarize that one, because we are actually concerned with your sorry, didn't notice this. This should be RB. So we tabulate that one because we are concerned with shear at point O, right? And shear at point O is so dependent to RB. Say if we have an X, we have a corresponding RB, and we also have a corresponding VB. Okay. So when X is 0, RB is, let us label this 1.5, 1, and this is negative 0.375. So the start of solution is actually this one, wherein the VO is that dependent to RB. So we can place this one. Before placing that one, let us tabulate RB first. 1.5, and then 2, this is 1, when X is 6, this is 0, or X minus or 6 plus is also 0. And then if we have 7.5, we have negative 0.375. Okay, so we bring this one to this side. Okay. So, as we can see, there will be two distinct equations here for the shear at O. Okay, for the shear at O. Why? So we can see when your unit load is just left of O, your 1 here will still exist in the equation. Okay, because you're considering the left portion. But once this 1 will exceed your O, your VO will just be equal to RB. It will not include 1 anymore because 1 will now exceed O. Okay, so anywhere in the right portion of O does not include your 1 in your equation anymore. So this equation will now be applicable only limited to just left of O. Okay, and just left of O is actually 4 minus. Okay? So this equation is only applicable to for x equal to 4 minus. Okay? And your equation for x is equal to 4 plus, just imagine that this one will no longer exist in your section. Therefore, by summation forces vertical, your VO will just be equal to RB. Okay? So this is your equation for x that is 4 plus, and your x is equal to 4 minus for this one. So if we are going to tabulate this x is equal to 0, we are going to use this equation. Okay? Because 1 is still present in your section. So negative 1 plus 1.5, the RB here, is 0.5 or positive 0. Or negative 1 plus RB, that is positive 0.5. And then when substituting 2 here, when x is equal to 2, the applicable equation here is still within the boundary of x4 minus, and we are going to use this equation. So when x is equal to 2, your RB will be equal to 1, and then VO is negative 1 plus 1, that will be equal to 0. And next, we apply, we're in 6 minus. So we do not have an existing equation for 4 minus, so meaning it does not jive with what we have here. But practically, we can go back to your equation using just left of C. So just left of C, we have this. It ranges from 0 to 6. So meaning your 4 will still be in the boundary of just left of C using this equation. So when x is equal to 4, okay, 1.5 minus 4 all over 4. And 4 all over 4 is equal to 1. Okay, so when x is equal to 4, okay, your RB will be equal to 0.5. Okay, so again, RB is equal to 1.5 minus 4 all over 4. 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5. When x is equal to 4, so we can bring it here. When x is equal to 4, your RB will be equal to positive 0.5. So we now substitute this one for 4 minus and 4 plus. And they have actually the same value. So whether it is 4 minus or 4 plus, it will cover an equation that is less than 6, as we can see here, less than 6. Okay, this is the equation. So the value will just vary on the value of your shear at O. So if we are going to substitute that one, we have 4 minus, we're going to use this equation, negative 1 plus 0.5, that is negative 0.5, and then for x is equal to 4 plus, your RB will just be equal to VO, and that is positive 0.5. So just copy this one. Okay. So next, what will be the value if your x is 6? If your x is 6, regardless of just left and right, we'll just have the same value, that is equal to 0. And it is applied that VO is equal to RB. So we'll just have to copy RB. Okay, that is 0 and 0. And then for a value of x is equal to 7.5, so 7.5 is exceeding your 4. So between the two, okay, we're going to choose this equation, VO is equal to RB, because 7.5 is exceeding 4. Okay, so 4 plus, meaning it is concerned with the right portion, and 7.5 is actually the right portion of your point O. So by that, VO is equal to RB. We'll just have to copy negative 0.375 for that. Negative 0.375. So, as we complete that one, we are now ready to determine your influence line diagram. And again, we have here 2, 4, and 1.5 starting at 0. So when x is 0, your shear at that point is 0.5. So we have here a positive value. So say this is the point A. So when x is equal to 2, your shear is 0. So we have a 0 value here. When x is equal to 4, or just left of 4, we have a value of negative 0.5. By the way, this is the point. It will actually bisect your 4 here. So that, okay, so that it will be 2 and 2. Because we are concerned here with VO. Remember that VO is 4 meters from point A. So we are concerned with this point here. And 4 minus just left of that point O, your shear is negative 0.5. So the point here is negative 0.5, this one. And then just right of 4 or 4 plus, we have a positive value, that is 0.5. So we have here 0.5. Okay. And then after which we have x is equal to 6. We have 0. And then x is equal to 7.5, negative 0.375. So connecting that by straight lines, we will have this as our influence line for the shear at point O. Okay, so the value here is positive 0.5, negative 0.5, this is positive 0.5, and that is negative 0.375. So in this particular problem, we have already hit two birds with a single stone, because the same time we have already established the influence line diagram for RB, and consequently we have the shear at O. So we are done with this reaction at C, shear, and then reaction at B. We'll just have to solve for the moment 4 meters from A. So for the moment at O, we will use the same figure as in the shear at O, because we have a similar section considering the left portion. So here's the left portion. So as we can see, there will be two distinct equations here, wherein we're going to use an equation just left of O and just right of O. Why? Because just left of O, there will be a case wherein one will abandon the left portion and transfer to the right portion. So just the same at VO, MO will now be dependent on the value of B. But we should make sure to have a left equation, or an equation that is applicable for left portion, and an equation that is applicable for the right portion. So I think we have here a tabulation. We'll just have to add here another column for our MO. Okay, so we have another column for MO. So where shall we get the equation? Again, we are going to use this figure. So perhaps you can already delete this one, and then have an equation for MO. So MO, remember that this is just equal to summation moments. We'll just sum up all the moments, adopting to a sign convention that if we have a concave upwards behavior, that is a positive, and a concave downwards behavior of the element will be negative. So what are those? Again, there will be an equation for X. See, X is 4 minus, and X is 4 plus. Okay, so your MO for X, that is considering the left portion, that is below 4 or equal to 4, we have MO is equal to negative 1, or negative 1 will tend to bend your fiber downwards. And of course, we need to locate that from point O. So we need to have this distance. And that distance will be what? 4 minus X. That will be equal to 4 minus X. Okay? So that distance is 4 less X. So this is 4, that is x, that is 4 less x. So basically we'll just have to place it in here. That is 4 minus x. And your RB will tend to bend your fiber upwards, concave upwards. So that is denoted by plus RB. What is the moment arm of RB from point O? It is constant, that is equal to 2. So this is the equation for MO for 4 minus. So we can actually simplify that to RB, okay? 2RB minus 4 plus x, okay? Minus 4 plus x. And then for x, that is considering the right portion of your beam. Notice that 1 will already abandon from A to O. It will be existing on this portion. Okay, so therefore, we'll just have to remove this one and then write the equation. So we have MO is equal to 1 is no longer present here, so we'll just have to consider RB. So RB is a positive rotation. That is equal to 2 RBs. And this will be our equation for just right of point O. Okay. So let us have the tabulation. When x is equal to 0, of course, still we use this equation. Okay. So x here is 0. We have negative 4 and 2 times 1.5. So 2 times 1.5 is 3 minus 4, that is negative 1. Okay, that is negative 1. And then when x is equal to 2, okay, x is equal to 2, still when we'll be using this equation. Okay, so therefore x is equal to 2, we have 2 times 1 minus 4 plus x is equal to 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 2, your MO will be equal to 0. So next, we have 4 minus and 4 plus. So 4 minus and 4 plus. Okay. So we use this for 4 minus. So let's see. So 4 minus, we have 2. What is your RB when we have 4 minus? Negative 0.5. Okay. And then we copy this, negative 4. Plus, what is your x? 4. Okay. So therefore, 4 minus 4, 0. 2 times negative 0.5. That is negative 1. Sorry, this should be positive 0.5. 4 minus 0.5. 4 minus RB is 0.5. So 2 times 0.5 minus 4 plus 4. So I think we still have the same value. That will be equal to 1. And then if we have a 4 plus, so we use this equation. 2 times what is our RB for 4 plus? 0.5 also. So this is also equal to 1. Okay. And then if we have x is equal to 6, we're gonna use this one, 2rb, 2 times rb. So we have 0. We have 0 for that. And then x is equal to 7.5. We use still this 2 times rb. 2 times negative 0.375 is negative 0.75. Okay, so we have completed the values or tabulation, so we'll just have to illustrate it. So let us have first the segments. By the way, 4 is already bisected here because we are concerned with the moment 4 meters from point A, or that is MO. That is 4 meters from point A. So we have the following values. When x is equal to 0, your moment is equal to negative 1. Negative 1. And then when x is equal to 2, your value is equal to 0. When x is 4 plus or 4 minus, here it is, we have the same value, that is equal to 1. Okay. And then when x is equal to 6, your value is 0. And when x is 7.5, your value is negative 0.75. So here it is. So I think we should connect that by straight lines. So this is the straight line. Okay. And this one. So we have here negative 1. This is positive 1. And that will be negative 0.75. So we have already completed the ILDs, or influence line diagrams, for reaction at C, shear 4 meters from A, moment 4 meters from A, and reaction at B. So this is for this problem.